AITA for telling my boyfriend that the tacos he made me weren't good enough. I female 20 to ask my boyfriend male 20 to make me tacos for when I got home later that night. I asked him to brown the ground beef and follow the instructions. He doesn't really cook, but I thought the task was simple enough. So I get home a few hours after he made the beef and things are going well. I quickly chopped the veggies so we could assemble the tacos. I thanked him for making it for me, and we started eating. I ate a bite, and it tasted really bland and a bit chalky, so I asked if he followed the instructions. He said, "No, I just threw it together with some seasoning." So I asked him why he didn't follow the instructions, and he said, "I didn't know what instructions you meant." He could have asked me what instructions. Googled it, looked on the seasoning packet. Anyways, I am kind of a picky eater, and I only eat food that tastes good. If food is just meh, I would rather not eat it, and he knows this. Also, I cook different dishes for him all the time and do my best to make sure they taste as good as possible. So I said, "Why didn't you look for the instructions or ask me?" And he said, "I don't care." This is when I got really upset and left the room. He soon followed me and said, "What's wrong?" probably thinking I was overreacting. Then I told him, "I asked you to do one thing and told you to follow the instructions and you didn't do it. And you know I only eat food that tastes good. I try hard to make you good food all the time, and I just wanted you to do it for me one time, and you didn't even try." He kinda got defensive and said he thought it was simple and made it how he thought it was made. He said sorry and that he should have known better, but now I feel kinda guilty and like an ungrateful bitch. AITA. Edit. By I only eat good food, I mean that I take meds, and a side effect is low appetite, so I only can eat if it's the exact thing I'm craving, or something cooked really well. The food he made was flavorless, so I was disappointed because I wanted the meat seasoned with a taco packet. Update. We talked about it, and he meant that he doesn't care about how food tastes. He made tacos before like this, so he thought he already knew how to do it. That's why he didn't look at the instructions, and he thought it was fine. He said he will do a better job next time. Also, he does clean up for me about half of the time, so he does do things for me. But I know I am particular about my food, so usually I cook. However, I was getting home late that night, and I wanted something to be ready for when I got back. That's why I asked him. I also thought he could do it because he is a very smart guy and builds furniture for a living. He can follow instructions. Also, I ended up just adding more seasoning and water so it is edible now. I just was tired after a long day and frustrated, so I was being a bit critical and didn't want to fix it in that moment. But we are very happy, and he's good to me. This was a little bickering moment, and it wasn't that serious of an issue, but I wanted to know if I was being unreasonable or if he really didn't care about me. Now I think it was just a mishap, and I could have been nicer about the delivery. Also, I wasn't mad that it didn't taste good. If he followed instructions and somehow it was terrible, I would have been totally fine with it, and would have helped him make it another time to teach him. I was upset because I asked him to follow the instructions on the pack and he didn't listen. And he knows that I am limited in what I can eat due to my meds, and he didn't put consideration into that.